My background was originally law enforcement. I worked as a police officer in Australia for 8.5 years. Eventually, I completely changed my direction in life and I went back to what I used to do as a child and as a teenager, which was writing. So I became an author. And I then did that for 25 years, writing novels and also traveling. And it was while I was on a big speaking tour going around Australia that I met my wife, who had just completed a master's degree at RMIT in Melbourne. And we became a couple, and I ended up coming back to China with her to support her with the founding of her company, Crane Animation. I had been interested in Chinese culture and Chinese history and also traditional Chinese wisdom. Since I was a teenager, I've read somewhere between 3,000 and 5,000 books on many, many different subjects, and a lot of books about China. So when I came here, many things were familiar to me. And one of the first things that happened was a Chinese person said to me, "Oh, do you know anything about China? Do you know much about Chinese history? Do you know Chairman Mao?" And I said, "Yes, I like his poetry." And the man was really shocked. He said, "You know Chairman Mao was a poet?" I said, "Yeah, I can recite one of his poems for you, but only in English." When my wife chose Guilin, I know she was influenced by that wonderful ancient Chinese piece of poetry, that the beauty of Guilin, it's the best under heaven. I think Guilin deserves to be the #1 tourism city in China. I've been all over China, I've been to many of the big cities. They have a lot to offer, but the pace of life is faster and more hectic. You have a really interesting kind of a mini multiculturalism in Guilin. And I think that's something very unique and special to the city. This book, Dragons of Dusk and Dawn, is probably the best example of me putting my love of Chinese culture and history into a book. And this is my 15th novel, which in many ways is the one I'm the proudest of. My concept for the book is a very exciting story and would showcase the sophistication of Chinese culture compared to the other world cultures of the time. And I believe that the knowledge China has accumulated over thousands of years can really help not only Chinese people to hold on to their identity, but also to help the world in a very powerful way. One of the core ideas of Chinese wisdom is harmony.